The Rutgers Scarlet Knights women's gymnastics team, who was ranked 36th in the nation, started out strong against DAGL strong team Temple Owls and the NCGA East title holder, the State University of New York Brockport Golden Eagles. Now, these could have been stronger teams, but EAGL teams are not weak, and SUNY Brockport is a fascinating team. Temple is a member of EAGL alongside several East Coast programs that often fly under the radar, continues to showcase standout individual talent. Junior Kirsten Johnson's floor routine went viral last season. Her new 2026 choreography should be one of the meet's highlights. Brockport enters the weekend fresh off a 2025 NCGA East title and aims to defend that crown in 2026. The Golden Eagles will lean on experienced contributors in juniors Kiera Hockman and Leanna Kay, along with sophomore Emma Brookins. So you're looking at Rutgers didn't necessarily pick some weak teams, even though they're from lesser, in some ways, conferences. But you're looking at they endured a tumultuous 2025 campaign, but after the midseason ousting of its head coach, Scarlet Knights surged, climbing 10 spots from their 2024 ranking and earning the final regionals berth. Rutgers will welcome back graduate student Emily Lease and her Yurchenko 1.5 after she missed last season with injury. Vault remains an area to watch, and it was the team's lowest ranked event in 2025. Okay, so all three of these teams have goals that they want for this season. And let me tell you something. This was a dominant performance by Rutgers, but at the same time, Temple showed they have a lot of strengths in areas, and SUNY Brockport, they themselves showed they have strengths. While Rutgers is not necessarily one of those schools that you think about for women's gymnastics, they're working on it. Now, you are going to get to see the winning beam event, the winning vault, and the winning floor, but you're going to see these. You're not going to be able to see the uneven bars because I went to Temple. A young lady from Temple won it. I couldn't find the routine. I'm really sad about that. So you get to see three of the four events. Uh, Now, this was a great meet. Rutgers did win it 195.4. Temple had 191.35, and Brockport SUNY had 189.1. None of these teams, even the two losing teams, have any reason to be sad about this. So, we're going to get into the scores. We're going to tell you who the top three in each event was. And like I said, you're going to get to see three of the winning performances. So, let's get into it. Before we get into the crux of this video, hit like, hit subscribe if you like college sports, because I do college sports, primarily college football, college women's gymnastics, do a little basketball, and other sports on occasion, but that's what I do, college. Also, General Robert Nealon, former University of Tennessee head football coach for decades, had 7 maxims to win any game, but they can also help you if you apply them correctly to your life. The second one is play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That is a maxim that can be also applied to your life. Look for those breaks and take it.
Trying to close out what could be a very memorable season opener for Rutgers, sitting right on a 195 right now. New routine for Dildy, new music after last year's viral routine choreographed to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Very nice front through the double tuck. Clean. I love her leaps. She is so high. An excellent split level on all of them. Beautiful double pike. Clean, excellent landing. Very nice, very clean floor routine.
A great debut with a new routine.
Right.
Now, let's start out with the all-around. Gabriel Dildy was the all-around champion with 39.325. She's from Rutgers. Leanna Kay, second highest in the all-around, 38.275. She's from Brockport. Temple's top person isn't until sixth spot. That was Brooklyn Thomas. That is showing you how strong Brockport was. In the vault, Emily Lease, number one score, 9.9. Gabriel Dildy, 9.8. Both Rutgers stars. Kiki Hockman of Brockport had the third highest score with the 9.75. Uneven bars, Robin Dunn and Gabriel Dildy. Temple and Rutgers, 9.825. Second highest score, three women, Ava Sutphin, Temple, Campbell Early, Rutgers, Mattis Raines, Rutgers. All three had 9.8, so this was not a high-scoring affair. Third highest score was 9.775, and Reese DeHaan of Temple, Delaney Adrian of Rutgers got that score. On the balance beam, Delaney Adrian, Rutgers, 9.825. Gabriel Dildy, number two, Rutgers, 9.8. And Leanna Kay of Brockport, 9.75. This is, now, top three scores for floor. Gabriel Dildy, Rutgers, 9.9. Delaney Adrian, Rutgers, 9.875. And Emily Lease, Rutgers, 9.825. Now, when you're looking at this, it's rotation one. Rutgers got a 48.725 in the vault. It was rotation three. Brockport got a 47.575. And Temple got in the fourth rotation, 48.275. So a little bit of difference there in the vault between Rutgers and Temple. And Brockport wasn't that far off. Uneven bars. First rotation, Temple got a 47.950. Rutgers in the second rotation got a 48.950. And Brockport got a 46.8. So Rutgers dominated uneven bars. Balance beam, first rotation, Brockport got 46.5. Second rotation, balance beam, Temple 46.575. And Rutgers in the third rotation got 48.550. So there wasn't much of a difference between Brockport and Temple. Rutgers won that handily. Floor exercise, second rotation, Brockport got a 48.225. Third rotation, Temple got a 48.550. And Rutgers in the fourth rotation got 49.175. So, not a lot of difference in their scores on that either. This was a good match. Yes, SUNY Brockport got exactly they're not Division One. They're competing against folks who are used to tough competition, but they weren't holding back. And Leanna Kay and others of Brockport showed that they can compete with the big schools. Okay, I'm looking at Rutgers. Let's break this down by the three teams. This tri meet was a fascinating tri meet. Rutgers, looking at what Rutgers did, they've got some outstanding gymnasts. Let's first and foremost, I am not saying that their gymnasts aren't that good. Gabriel Dildy, Delaney Adrian, Emily Lease, amazing gymnasts. They've got some outstanding gymnastics going on at Rutgers. I don't think this is a year, looking at this meet, especially considering what UCLA just did, especially considering what Jordan Childs just did. I don't see Rutgers being in competition as a top team in the Big Ten. I think they're going to be middle of the pack, but I wouldn't complain about that in this season. I would use this season to do what they need to do to still be competitive. I don't know right now if they can make the NCAAs. You're going to have to see how they grow as the season goes on. Rutgers, solid team. They are what they are. I don't have a problem with them. Now let's look at Rutgers. EAGL team, I normally cover them for football. They play in the American Athletic Conference when it comes to football. Temple needs to shore up their team a little bit. They need to have some women that are doing all around. That would be the first thing. You take a look at Amelia Budd, you take a look at Robin Dunn, Ava Sutphin, Reese DeHaan. They've got a solid team. I could see them competing for the EAGL title this year. I don't know how strong they'll be if they don't improve, but if they improve some, if they learn from this meet, I can see them competing for the EAGL title. They did a lot of good in this matchup. I mean, this meet was a great time for them to experience a team that's a little bit better than them and a team that could take them on if they had higher caliber talent in Brockport. So let's talk about Brockport. Brockport, as an NCGA team, they don't get the 5-star recruits. Okay. Leanna Kay is scary. Charlotte Raymond, scary. I'm looking at this Brockport team. Kiki Hockman, very scary. This is a team that has good talent. I can see them competing for the NCGA title this year. They are better than they were last year already, in my opinion. I want to see how their year continues. I don't watch a lot of NCGA. I will admit it. But Brockport is showing that they've got some fire in that belly. So on the NCGA side of things, wow. So this was a great meet to watch. It really was. And I hope that all three of these teams improve. I think that they're going to be solid teams, and I see Brockport and Temple competing for their conference and for their division. Rutgers, on the other hand, is rebuilding after what they had last season, and then you've got the problem of they're in the Big Ten, and really, I don't see them being much in the way of competition in the Big Ten for the simple fact of Michigan State, UCLA. There's too many teams in front of them for them to do anything but be in the mid range on this. But I still think they'll be able to have a chance at the mid range. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Hey, that's my video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And comment. Don't forget that either. Hey, this has been Paul with
Artlist.io.
Redneck Thinker Media. I do sports, I do politics. Hit like, subscribe. And y'all, this has been Paul. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.